Hello, it's me, Sky, and welcome to this Diamond Art Club sneak peek. This weekend's release is all about Disney, so I have a Disney kit to share with you guys. So it looks like Diamond Art Club is releasing 25 new Disney kits this weekend. I will put the date somewhere on the screen so you know the date and time of the release, but this is one of the kits. This one is called Magical Northern Lights, and I mean, we are going to look at this image much larger in a minute, but just so you have an idea of what we are going to be seeing, a lovely little image from Frozen. And the sizing on this is 39.8 by 27.6 inches or 100.8 by 69.9 centimeters. This is square drill. And then let me turn it over on the side. It has 97 colors. That's quite a lot of colors. And it has 1 AB and 5 fairy dust. And this also is one of these boxes that opens from the side. So I'm very curious about how that experience is going to be, but we will look at that in just a minute. I do want to let you see this pretty shot of the rendering here at the top of the box. Then on the back, as always, we have the information about how diamond painting works and the kit contents. And then we've got, there it is, the cute little Disney branding. I just think that's very sweet. And then on the bottom here, we have another little tiny version of the image and the title here in case you store your boxes laying on their side. That way you can tell what's in the box. And now I think it's time for us to take a look at the opening of the box. So I have two little areas here that I'm going to have to slide that little piece of cardboard out, and then I can just pull it up. Oh, that's quite nice actually. Okay, that's fun. I mean, it's not like a drastic difference from the other type of box, but it's always fun to try something new. I think that's just fine. I like it. Okay, in here we have our toolkit, and then we have our little thank you envelope. So we're gonna look in both of these before we take the canvas out. So this is just a cute little envelope that thanks you for your purchase. Inside, we're gonna have a Treasure Quest card. So I'll have a link to a page on Diamond Art Club's website that tells you more about how these work. But this one is a bronze one. They're all different types, but that website will tell you all about all of that information. But this one is bronze, just such a cute little collectible item. And then we also are gonna have our sticker sheet in here, which we'll look at in just a second. But on the envelope itself, you've got some tips and tricks, and you've got step-by-step instructions on how to diamond paint, the kit contents, a QR code to take you to the VIP Facebook group, and then a QR code to take you to the Diamond Art Club app, depending on if you have an iPhone or an Android. Then on our sticker sheet, we are gonna have a bigger version of the image that we've been looking at. And then this also includes a start and end date here if you like to track your progress, and then some information about the kit itself, which we've already discussed. But these are stickers, so you can just peel these back and place them in your logbook however you like to do that. I promise it peels up. I'm having a struggle right now. There it goes. Okay, and then inside here, these are all of your individual stickers to kit up the diamond painting. So we've got one for every single color, all 97 of them. And then we can look at our special drills here at the end. So we've got that 1 AB, looks like it's a nice golden yellow color. And then we have got the 5 fairy dust, so various shades. It looks like a couple of shades of blue there, a brown. Is that a brown? I'm very interested to see that one. This one looks like it's white, and then we've got another nice yellow. So we're gonna find those when we open up the drill packaging, but here's just like a snapshot of all the colors together there. And then we have the toolkit, which contains the items that we most often see in toolkits. But if you are unfamiliar with what often comes in the toolkit, then I will go ahead and quickly show you. We've got a diamond painting pin, and you just twist this up to get your clear wax to come to the tip. And if you happen to run out of clear wax, you have a backup here that you can either put in here or you can use in your multi-placer. So this is a 4-placer. You've also got a 7-placer in case you want to switch it out for that one. And if you don't like the clear wax, you can always use the red heart wax that is included. And then we've got this bag of baggies, so you can use these for kitting up or storage, whatever you like to do with those. And then we've also got a nice diamond painting tray with a lid and a stopper. Okay, now we can pull the canvas out of the box. So the canvas comes in this nice plastic covering that has the Diamond Art Club branding on it, which obviously I'm going to have to take off in order to unroll the canvas, but it's probably going to get crinkly, so I'll do that off camera. Okay, I've taken off the plastic. I probably could move the box out of the way as well. But the drills are still inside of here, so let's see if we can get those to come out. Oh, I see lots of really pretty blues. Oh yes, so many pretty blues. I really, really like that. And then, I mean, we have lots of other colors too. I'm just obsessing over the blues, but we have lots and lots of other tones. We're gonna take a much closer look at these here in just a minute. I did want to point out though that Diamond Art Club puts a label on their drill packaging right here, and this has the title of the kit on here, so if you store your drills and your canvas separately, then you will be able to match those up. So this has saved me any number of times. All right, the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's unroll it. I want to see it. Okay, looks like this needs to be this way. We're gonna get to see Sven first. Look at him! Oh my gosh, it's so cute! And there's Olaf, Kristoff, Anna, and there she is. It's Elsa. Oh, how pretty. I want you to be able to see the top because that is really, really gorgeous. But first, let me just roll this backwards because it's trying to roll back up. And this will be fine to do because it's a poured glue canvas. Also, these flatten out on their own. I'm just doing this for time's sake right now to get it to lay flat immediately. Okay, I think it's laying a little flatter, and I think I've gotten you a slightly better view so you can see all that's going on at the top there. So Elsa's doing some magic. It's going across the top here. We also have some of the Northern Lights up here as well, which it's called Magical Northern Lights. So of course we needed the magic and we needed the Northern Lights, but it looks like there is quite a bit going on up there. So I wanted to make sure that you could see that, even though obviously the focal point is the characters, but they're all looking up there too. They're amazed by what Elsa's doing. Very, very cute. This is very large. I keep hitting my scissors over here. I need to move those. But I'm glad they made it so large because it's really preserving all of that detail. You can definitely tell who these characters are. They look just like they look in the movies. I think it's beautiful. I'm very excited to work on this. A few things about the canvas. It has legends on both sides. So we've got one over here. We've got one way over here. So you can turn your canvas around and upside down, whatever you need to do. You'll still be able to access those legends. Then down here in the corner, we have a little bit of information about the kit. So we've got the title and the sizing, and then we've got the licensing information. So you know this is actually licensed with Disney. So Disney has given permission for this image to be used in Diamond Art Club kits. Also, this cover has the gray perforated lines here, just to let you know where the breaks are in the plastic cover where you can tear to get your little squares off of there. I am really loving the gray lines. Like I didn't hate the red ones, but these gray ones are just really, they're not affecting the image as much when you look at it as a whole. Like you don't really notice the lines, and with the red ones you did kind of notice. So I'm really liking the gray perforated lines. Now, one thing I'm very curious about with this kit, it has so many colors. So in my usual experience, I would say if it has that many colors, it probably has a lot of confetti. But then I'm looking down here and it looks like there's a good amount of color blocking in some places. So let's just kind of take a little tour of each area. I'm looking at Sven here and he doesn't look overly confetti-ish either. Olaf, he's got some blocking there. And Kristoff, maybe a little. It looks like a lot of blocking. It really does. I mean, probably their faces and their hair will have a good bit of color changes. The girls may have more because they have a lot going on in their dresses. I think Elsa's skirt may have a little bit of confetti in there, but just some more major blocking on the side there. So I'm thinking a lot of color must be in the sky area. So let's just turn this all the way around and let me hit the camera. I'm so sorry. And we will look up here. So yeah, now that does look like there's a lot going on color-wise up here. Now I'm wondering about special drills. I'm wondering about all these like magic swirls up here, if any of that will be special drills, but we will find out. Yeah, that's more like the confetti I was thinking. But still blocking though too, like plenty of blocks in the darker areas. Just that little magic swirl that Elsa is doing, that has a lot of color going on. But yeah, there you can get a general idea of what to expect there as far as color blocking versus confetti, I think. Looks like a nice mix. It really does. I think that this would be fun to work on no matter which you like better, color blocking or confetti. Okay, the next thing we are going to do is look at each drill one by one. Now with this having 97 colors, it may take a few minutes to go through all of these, so of course, by all means, feel free to skip that part if you don't enjoy it. I, for one, love the drills. That's my favorite part, is finding out all of the colors. So if you are here with me, then great, let's look at them. I don't normally do this where I like lay out a lot of the drills to show you all together, which I kind of would love to have more space so that I could actually do that properly. But the first strand had just entirely dark blues, and I thought they looked so pretty and they were so similar in tone that I thought I would just kind of lay these out as an example of how well Diamond Art Club uses color blending in these kits, because these colors, like, they all work so well together, but they are not the same color. You could easily mistake them for the same color, but we're going to go through them now and you're going to see how many different ones there actually are. So we'll start with this long one back here. So this is one strand of 3842. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bags. Then we have 803, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bags. Then 311, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bags. 2 bags of 336, a bag of 824, and 4 bags of 3765. So that is not by any means all of the blues in this kit, but I just wanted to give you a little example of like how good the blending is. Next we have 2 bags of 452, 825, 517, 451, 3861, 3845, Z3865. So we got 2 bags here, and this is one of our special drills. This is a fairy dust. So let's see how well I can get the light to hit these so that you can see that this has a coating on the top, and it is just like a little shimmer coating. So it just adds a little bit different type of shine to this drill that you wouldn't see on the regular drill. So you can see how those are catching the light and then how these catch the light. It's just like they have a little sprinkling of fairy dust on the top. I think they are very appropriately named. I hope you can see that. 2 bags of 823, 2 bags of 3844, 779, Z815. Okay, this I love. So this is a fairy dust color again, but I just love when they do the coating on a darker drill like this. Oh, I'm very anxious to see where that goes. And you can probably see it a little better as well. It's usually easier to see on camera, that little coating with a dark color. Oh, I'm in love with that. Then we have 6034, 304, 809, 813, 930, 3371, 939, 898, 938, 799, 967, 995, 3024, 3860, 826, Z157, so another fairy dust that hopefully you can see the coating there. Then 3849, 3846, Z747, another fairy dust. I'll try to show you how gorgeous that is. So pretty. This one came pre-cut like this, so we have 598 and 722. 963, 814, 800, 841, 840, 3746, 807, 3807, 792, 453, 3750, 312, 791, 310, 152, 3766, 3042, 322, 3747, 341, 917, 744, 996, 832, 503, 169, 834, 842, 3837, 300, 920, 224. We're getting there, guys. We still haven't seen an AB, have we? 718, 223, 3848, 3851, 414, 921, 778, 922, 924, 3731, 605, 839, 3726, 645, 3772, 741, 160, 502, 959, 976, Z743. I think this is the last fairy dust. That pretty yellow. Gosh, that shimmer is so nice. So just one AB left somewhere. Well, I found it. AB 972. So this is a AB drill. It stands for Aurora Borealis, and it just has a different sort of coating. So not like that fairy dust drill with the shimmer coating. This one has an iridescent coating. So it's going to catch the light a lot different than the fairy dust drill, and also a lot different than your regular drills as well. So this one has a nice golden effect. I'm curious to see where that's going to be. Then we have 801, 6032, 604, 745, and 977. So now I am going to get all of those special drills out of their strands, and we're going to find where they go on the canvas. Okay, let's start with the AB. So AB 972, this nice golden orange color. This one is a tiny bit. There's a little bit in Sven's little harness, the metal pieces, just like 2 or 3 right there. That's all it is. 2 right here, 3 right there. So like not a whole lot, but it is there. And then an outline of it on Olaf's nose, a little bit in Kristoff's hair, just kind of sprinkled through there. It's not all AB. And then an even tinier bit in Anna's hair. I think she's got like 3 right here at the top and maybe one more dispersed out. So this is a tiny bag, and they used it very sparingly, and I think that that is spot on, absolutely perfect. Next we have Z157, so our first blue fairy dust. Now this one is a little bit chunkier bag, so it's going to be a little bit more widely used. This one is a small amount in Olaf's feet, like right down here at the bottom. Now Olaf, I love this. Like, he's almost entirely fairy dust, so we'll get to more in Olaf, but for this one, there's just a little bit, and then a good bit of it in Anna's sleeve, and then it's kind of sprinkled in Elsa's dress, just kind of some in the skirt, and just sprinkled around and kind of mixed with that other blue fairy dust color that we're going to look at in a minute. Those two fairy dust colors are used close together. I should just go over them both together. Let me grab that one. Okay, so these are the two that I mean. The Z157, Z747, they go together often. So both of them are present here in Elsa's outfit, particularly in the top part of it here. There's just both of these just used in confetti pops all around. And then there's some of both of these in her sleeve. And then up in the sky area, I'm gonna have to turn this around a little bit. Up here where Elsa's got her magic swirls, all of these little pieces of the swirl and the little snowflakes, they are chock full of those two blue fairy dust. And they're just nestled together a lot of the time. So we've got one is the H symbol, one is the N symbol. I don't know if it's focusing, but it's a little bit difficult to tell them apart, but it you know, once you're working on it and you're focusing on it, it will be much easier. I'm looking at it from a distance now, so it was harder to see, but like there's some H and there's some N, so they like to be right beside each other. Then we've got both H's and N's in this little snowflake. And that just carries all the way through to the other side of the canvas in this whole swirl. You'll just have those two blue fairy dust mixed all in together right there. But also, now that I got the other blue fairy dust out, I can show you this one. This is also in Olaf, but just more. So lots of the shadowing that you see on him is this fairy dust color. And then I think that that is all for the two blue ones. Then we have this little bag of Z743, another fairy dust. And this one is once again just gonna have a couple little pops here in Sven's harness, a little bit in Kristoff's hair. Well, maybe most of it is in Kristoff's hair because there are some nice lines of it there. And then Anna has maybe just a few in her hair, none over there in Elsa's hair. So again, with a small bag, and it's not all over the place. Then we have my favorite one, Z815, and a kind of a chunkier bag. And this is going to be kind of obvious where it goes when you see a more reddish tone. That's where it's going to be. It's the outline of this little strap right here and this one here on Sven, and then Kristoff's wearing some red tones, and a lot of it is fairy dust, a lot here around his waist, and then Anna has got a little bit on her as well, a little bit on her neckline there too, and that's all for that one. Then, of course, we've got our two big bags of Z3865. This is going to be pretty much everything you see that is white. So Olaf, entirely, all of him is this fairy dust. Even his eyes. And then also, Sven has a lot. His eyes are that white fairy dust, and then he's got some big patches of that as well, and then also in his antlers there's some bright spots of that fairy dust. Then Kristoff's eyes, and then, well, everyone's eyes, because there's some in Elsa's and Anna's as well. Elsa has some in her hair and on her sleeves. There's just a little strip right here, and then dispersed throughout the snowflakes in the sky area. There is going to be some up there. It is surprisingly not very widespread in the sky area. It's mostly in the characters. There's not very much up at the top, but it is still there a little bit. Okay, I think that we have looked at everything that came with this kit. I hope you've enjoyed looking at this with me. I will go ahead and pop the release time back on the screen in case you're interested in snagging this. I will also have linked down below Diamond Art Club's new arrival page, so once the release time hits, they will be present on that link. And I want to say a big thank you to Diamond Art Club for sending me this kit to share with you guys, and I will see you in another video soon. Bye!